Respected Madam and my dear friends, this is Supriya, 2nd DLED EM, Gouch Diet College, Khammam.
Now I would like to tell about the paper name is School Culture, Leadership and Teacher Development. In that we discuss about the topic name is School Level Records.
About school, school aims, school objectives, school development, etc. will give total information in school records. In olden days, only few of records are maintained in school, but nowadays, school responsibilities are increased. So, records are also increased. Especially for student development, many records are maintaining in schools. Types of records and registers. In school, records and registers are divided into 6 types. They are general, financial, educational, equipment, correspondence, and supervision. But in school level, important records and registers and report details are divided into 15 categories. They are the school calendar, logbook, admission and withdrawal register, student attendance register, teaching staff register, cash book, ledger book, contingent register, stock register of equipment, service book of staff, and visitors book, student progress reports, teacher meeting minutes book, acquittance register, cumulative registers. In these 15, first we discuss about school calendar. Every school conducts annual programs, holidays, examination days, working days, non-attendance days. Detailed calendar information including upcoming events can also be found in the school calendar. In this logbook, it should contain a complete record of the important events that occur during the session. It should also contain the history of the school of a particular year. Information like the introduction of new textbooks or operators, visits of the inspecting officers, changes in the school routine, absence or illness of any of the official staff, etc. should be written in the logbook. The logbook is especially designed for the purpose of containing remarks of the school, inspector or other important officers of the education department who pay an official visit to the school, but it should not be confined to the remarks of the inspecting officers only. The headmaster is the only authority to make entries in this book. Next one is admission register. It is a record of all the pupils who are admitted to a school. According to departmental rules, the admission register is to be preserved permanently in the school. Therefore, it is essential that it should be got specially bound and kept in safe custody. It is to be free from mistakes because their register is at times required by superior authorities in a court of law as an evidence for the date of birth of the pupils. At the time of admission, pupils submit their relevant records like birth certificate, TC, etc. along with their application. All these papers are to be carefully preserved and entered in the admission register. The admission register should contain the following items: the serial number and name of the pupil, his father name, caste, occupation and address, his date of birth, date of admission to the school, the class to which he is admitted, and final date of withdrawal or migration from the school. Next one, attendance register. This is another important register which is maintained in each class and section, showing the names of the pupils on the roll of the class or section during a month. The attendance is marked in the beginning of the school hour. Entry should be made in ink. Blank should not be left. Students who remain absent from the school without leave for 15 consecutive attendance is struck off from the rolls. Holidays are marked in red ink. Its main function, as its name suggests, is to show the presence and absence of every student enrolled in the class. Besides this, It also provides us with many other details like student address, admission, number details for quickly reference different categories of children present in a class and their background, and thus guides us in planning a lesson in accordance with the differences. It involves calculations like average daily attendance. Next one is cash book. Cash book is a record of all money transactions occurring from day to day in the school. Money received by the school from different sources like fees, fines, donations, stipends, scholarships, grant in aid are entered on the credit side. On the debit side, the payments like the salaries of the teachers, stipends, scholarships, contingents, expenditure incurred, deposits made in the treasury, bank and post offices are shown. Balance is shown in red ink. It should be regularly written and day's business should be closed with the signature of the headmaster. It should be an up-to-date record. Ledger book. A ledger is the principal book for recording and totaling economic transactions with debits and credits. Daily note the expenditures, income details without forget. These financial countings are explained to higher authorities. This ledger book is very useful. Paid and paying receipts are kept safely. Teachers' attendance register. To record the daily attendance of the teachers, school maintain the teachers' attendance register. This shows the time of arrival and departure of the teachers on each day. The teachers are to sign regularly in the forenoon and afternoon every day. Time of arrival of the latecomers should be indicated. Leave taken by the teachers during the month's holidays, etc., are to be written on each. It should be kept outside the room of the headmaster. When the first period starts, it should go to the headmaster for verification. Next one is contingent register. This register maintains records of all expenditure on equipment. Stationery books purchased for the library, equipment purchased for the lab, etc. For every item that is entered in the cash book, there should be a corresponding entry in the contingency register. Stock register. This register keeps information of all the movable property of the school. While purchasing equipment or furniture, it must be duly entered in this property register. The head of the institution should check this register physically at least once in a year. Verification report should be recorded in the stock register. It can show which article are missing and which need immediate repairs. The register should contain the following information: the name of the article, quantity of the articles, date of purchase, name of the firm which supplied the articles, the authority ordering purchase, signature of the authority. Service book. The service book contains the service history of the employees. Information like the employee's date of appointment, his date of birth, educational qualifications, identification marks, permanent home address, transfer, leave accounts, date of increments, reversion if any of reinstatement, etc. are carefully written in this book. The original service book is kept in the custody of the headmaster in the secondary school. The authorities should duly verify the service book and make necessary entries. The first page of the service book contains the following information. Number 1. Name, residence, date of birth, educational qualification, exact height by measurements, personal marks for identification, father's name and residence, left hand thumb and finger impression, signature of the teacher, date of entry into service, signature of the headmaster. From the next page, the name of the post, temporary or permanent, monthly pay, date of increment, details of leave account, etc. are written neatly. The entries of the first page should be renewed or reattested at least every 5 years, except in the case of fingerprints. Visitors book. During the course of an academic year, a number of important visitors, inspectors, and guests pay visit to the school. Their opinions and suggestions may be very helpful for improving the working of institution. Next one, student progress reports. After every examination, a detailed report about the progress of a student is sent to the parents. This is done either by a progress report card or in school diary. Teachers meeting minutes book. Date of meeting, time of the meeting was called to order, name of the meeting participants and absentees, corrections to previous meeting, and any additions to the current meeting are noted down by who are present in the meeting. Acquittance register. This register shows salaries paid to teaching and non-teaching staff, number of working days, etc. Any other deductions along with the staff members' signature and date. Here it is necessary to mention that no staff member should sign the acquittance roll without receiving his or her salary. Cumulative records. In this, the relevant information about particular student, this gives a complete and growing picture of the individual student. It follows the pupil from class to class and from school. It provides an opportunity to have a comprehensive picture of the all-round development of the personality of the child. It is a very important record which should be maintained in every school.